What is up, guys? This is the Dropshipping Hacker coming at you with another video. In today's video, we're going to dive deeper into product research with Aliexpress. Now, I posted a previous video, which I'll link up in the description below, with a couple tips on how you can start doing your product research, your niche research using Aliexpress. Now, there are a lot of different ways that you can go about doing your product research for your Shopify store. But in today's video, we're going to focus on product research through Aliexpress. If you haven't already done so, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit the little bell icon so you're notified whenever I drop another video. There's going to be plenty of valuable content coming at you through this channel. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive right in. So you're going to want to go to aliexpress.com. And for those of you who are not familiar with Aliexpress, it's a really big platform for manufacturers, mainly Chinese manufacturers, to get together and showcase their products. This is a great tool for drop shippers. It's really easy to sign up, and I'm going to share a little tool that you can use to help you with product research. But as you can see over here, you've got categories. Product research is where you're going to want to spend most of your time. Anyone can set up a Shopify store. It's relatively pretty easy these days. But I don't want you guys to get in the mindset that you really need to sit there and make the perfect Shopify store. Because at the end of the day, you could have the best looking Shopify store out there on the internet. But if you don't have the best products, nobody's going to be buying products from you. And at the end of the day, this is a business and you want to make money, you want to be profitable. So in this YouTube channel of mine, I'm really pushing you guys to focus on your product research, and I really want to get those gears turning on exactly how you can go about doing that, generating ideas on niches and products, and kind of the science and analytics behind what products are most likely going to give you success in your Shopify store. So what you're going to want to do is kind of go through these categories. As you can see, there's a lot of categories that you can go through here. One of my favorites is home and garden. So I can go ahead and click here real quick for you. And then you've got these subcategories. So let's take a look at pet products. Now, whenever I get down into a category that I'm interested in exploring, I always make sure to click here on orders so I can sort it through orders. So I want to start with the highest amount of orders. So you can see that this product right here looks like it's a little doggy sweater. It comes in a variety of colors. That's selling for $2.16 up to $3.54 a piece. And looks like so far this one product has over 20,000 orders. So those orders equate to other Shopify and other e-commerce who are ordering this for their customers. So this is a really awesome business in my opinion, just because you don't have to buy any products up front. As soon as a customer comes onto your storefront, they purchase a product, that money goes into your account. So you have the money to pay for these products through this manufacturer. So if you're listing these doggy sweaters for $29.99, right, that money is in your account. So you now have $29.99 in your account after your customer buys it from you. Then you can go over here on Aliexpress and put in an order through the manufacturer for $3.54, and they'll take care of all the grunt work for you. They'll do the packaging and they'll ship it right to your customers. So really, this business is really a unique business. It's really awesome that once you have it set up, once you find products that are going to really work for you, you can really automate the business. You can really make it, essentially you can get it down to a passive income if you really wanted to. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be a one and done sort of thing. You find, you're not going to just throw up a bunch of products and see what sticks. You're going to want to test out a lot of products. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products isn't going to be enough. I mean, you're going to do 10, 20, 30 different products, and you're going to keep marketing those products until you find a product that's profitable for you. And I don't want to discourage you guys on that, but this is a business and you need to treat it like a business, and you got to put the time and effort and really discipline yourself. I mean, this is product research. I mean, it's called product research for a reason. You got to figure out what your end customers want, not what you think would look cool on your Shopify store. You really want to dive deep into the end user's mind. I mean, who is your target audience? If you can figure out what your target audience is, then you can basically put anything in front of them, market that, and they'll buy it from you. So once you find a category, be sure to sort it through orders, and you can see the products that are selling for the most in this specific category. So we got these cool little sweaters. We got some LED dog collars. So, I mean, you can dive deep into this. I'll just click on this real quick because this looks pretty cool and interesting to me. And then in the previous video, I mentioned that it's really important. I mean, to me, I've found that it's very useful to have, a specific product with different options. Here we've got a bunch of different colors because it's a lot easier to market, place a Facebook ad for one dog collar. In this example, you pay once for that ad, and then they come to your site and then they see that there's 5, 6 different options. So that's 5 to 6 different opportunities for them to purchase from your site. So that kind of improves the odds in your favor. And then in my previous video, I've also mentioned that you're going to want to install the Aliexpress Assistant price tracking Chrome extension. It's really easy to do. I've got a link for that in the tip guide that I've linked down in the description below. So you just want to add this real quick. Once you've added that, it's going to appear in the top right toolbar there. And what that does, it helps you with your product research analysis, and you'll see this little bar right here show up. So in this example, we've got a 97.2% rating for this manufacturer. And this analysis is going to give you a couple little things, few highlights that are going to be useful in your product research. It's very important that you find a reputable manufacturer to work with, especially if you're just starting out. I mean, you don't want to start selling a product and then get angry customers because the product that you purchased from your manufacturer turns out to be different than what you're advertising. It does happen, so that's why you want to do your due diligence to avoid that. So I think with the Aliexpress seller analysis, I've had success in the past where I've been able to avoid that. I haven't had any problems with the manufacturers. So this kind of goes over how many years they've been in business. So this one has been in business for over a year. Typically, I stay away from any manufacturer that's been in business for less than a year just because they're not going to have enough reviews to really get a feel for how good or bad they are. So really, you want to stick with a manufacturer that's at least been in business for a year. And this kind of goes over, items correspond to the description. That's kind of what I was talking about a few seconds ago about ordering products that match what your customer is buying from your site. Manufacturer is very communicative, quickly responds to messages, very fast shipping, and it sells a very high quantity of items. That's also very important. I mean, that tells you right there that they're doing a lot of business. So they're a successful manufacturer. They're going to have a good reputation. They're not going to ruin that, just to make a few bucks. So if they're putting out a lot of quantity, chances are they're very serious. They're very serious with their customer base. So they're not going to try and ruin that. So that's really cool. And another quick feature here, you're going to see a little price graph over here. And this kind of just shows you where the manufacturer has priced this product. Looks like this goes back to October. So it looks like the low was $1.59, and it's gone up as high as $2.59. Looks like it's just kind of been going back and forth, and it's kind of settled at like 183. So I mean, that's kind of a cool little thing, and you can set a little notification here if you find a product that you're tracking to get notified when the price drops on that. So that's just a cool little tip right there. So I don't want to get too sidetracked on that. So that's a cool little neat tool that you guys need to download for yourselves and kind of get into it. Again, you can also, once you click on a product that you like, you can check out what other things they've got in their store. Maybe they're selling related items. And then I like to go to the top selling bar here. So it looks like they've got other dog collars. I mean, they've got umbrellas for kids. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna just browse and see. Look, they've got other dog. Looks like they got a little pooper scooper there, a fleece jacket. So I mean, if you're in the pet niche, if you're looking for dog products, this manufacturer has got a couple top selling dog products that might be worth looking into. So that's pretty cool. Let's go back to the home page. Now, another really cool trick that I like to use whenever I'm doing product research is just typing into this search bar right here. Let's just say dog coat. So dog coat is a pretty generic search term. When you're picking your niche, you want to be very careful not to target generic niches. The more specific you are, the better. I mean, if you got an ad out there for like toilet paper, no one's really going to be clicking on that. So same concept here, dog coat. I mean, we can get a little bit more specific than that. And the way I like to do it is I'll just start from the beginning of the alphabet. So I've got dog coat, and this applies to anything. I mean, you could do yoga mat, dog collar, I mean, coffee mug, anything really. So dog coat, we'll type in the letter A. So we got dog coat, Adidas dog, not really sure what that is. It might be a brand. So not too much for A. Let's check out B. Dog coat big. So dog coat C, we got a couple of things popping up here. So we got dog coat cute, dog coat chihuahua. So that's a pretty good one right there. So you can target chihuahua owners. So that's a very specific niche right there. So with Facebook ads, you can target dog lovers, chihuahua lovers, and you could put a dog coat in front of their eyes. So that's really powerful right there. Dog coat Christmas. I mean, we're a little bit past Christmas. That's a little bit seasonal. Dog coat camo. Let's take a look at that. So that's pretty cool. We got some camo dog coats. That's pretty nifty. So, I mean, your target audience right here is going to be 1, dog lovers, and 2, anyone involved with the Army, the military. So when you do your Facebook advertising audience research and retention, all that, I mean, we're going to go over that in a separate video, but the more targeted your audience, the more likely they are going to purchase from you. I mean, you got to think of the audience as the whole pool of people on the internet. I mean, you're not going to just put out an ad for, camo dog coats to everybody. I mean, you're gonna get cat lovers seeing your ads, and they probably don't care about dogs. So you're gonna want to refine that. You want to just strictly target dog owners, and then maybe if you can get deeper than that, like dog owners that were in the military, involved with the military or the Army in some way, that's going to be super targeted. I mean, that really increases your chance of making a sale. So kind of get that in the back of your mind when you're doing product research. Kind of figure out who your end buyer is going to be. I mean, if you can figure out who the end buyer is going to be, you're going to be a lot more successful in this business. So let's take a look at some other products. Just go back here. It's been really cold outside, so let's go with gloves. So same thing again, gloves A. So we got gloves for Army, gloves for animals, gloves for American football, anime gloves, if you're into anime. So now we're going to go with B. We got gloves for bikes, gloves battery. What is that? I've never heard of that. So as you can see right here, this could be a potential niche product that might be interesting. I've not heard of gloves battery, so let's check that out. Okay, so waterproof motorcycle, outdoor electric heated snowboarding. So let's take a look at this. Now I'm not a snowboarder or a skier, but it looks like these are gloves with little hand warmers built into them. So this is a really great product to do a little bit more research in, because this is a highly targeted product for skiers or snowboarders. So when you do your advertising, you can target just skiers and snowboarders, and that's a really great way to target audience. So there's your end user right there. So you guys can kind of see how you can spend a lot of time doing product research, and you kind of go down the rabbit hole. We just looked at two little things here. Really stick to what you're interested in, what you're passionate about. Dive into who your end user is going to be and kind of go from there. So, really spend some time, make a list and build it out. Guys, if you've gone, this is a business, so you really need to put time and effort into this. It's not a get rich quick thing. You really want to put time and effort into it. For those of you who have gone to college, I've gone to college myself. I spent 4 years, right? 4 years to get a diploma. That really hasn't done much for me. But this, in comparison, is really easy. You can spend a couple weeks, maybe, a couple months, and you can get a product, a home run, that's going to set you up. That's going to set you up financially to where you can quit your job, you can reinvest that money into more products, and you can really scale the business up. So that is really exciting to me, that you can really scale this business up. And it's, in hindsight, it's really not that difficult to do. You just got to really dedicate some time into it. So we've got that. So, this was just, 2 categories that we went through. Now, the last product research tip that I want to go over in today's video is the Aliexpress best selling. There's a link for that also in my guide in the description below. So on this site, you can see what the weekly best selling products on Aliexpress are. So this is really cool just to see what's going on. I keep seeing these little magnetic butterfly stickers. I'm not really sure what those are about. Maybe some of you guys might know what this is about. But this is a good product because it's really, really cheap. I'm sure you could probably easily sell these things for like $10, $15 or more. But it looks like, almost 5,000 orders. So if you're into interior design, home decor, this might be something worth looking into. I just want to see what other sort of products that this store has real quick. Yeah, so it looks like they've got a couple different varieties of these butterflies. Looks like they've got some other home and KitchenAid products, some other things that you could put on your walls. This is a cool little tea strainer. My sister's actually got one of those. That's actually, yeah, that's a pretty cool little gag gift that you can get. That'd be a cool product to advertise. So you can kind of see here, I mean, really, this is just to get your juices flowing on product ideas. And then another thing here, you can also go by category. You know, baby is also a really great category. So if you want to open up a shop for young mothers, you can search through this, kids and baby. You can see what the top products are. And really, I mean, these are the products that, again, other e-commerce business owners are purchasing for their end customers. So this is the stuff that's selling right now. So you can see, and you can just play around with this. I mean, you can spend hours and hours and hours. I know when I first started this out, I mean, I think I must have spent like 3 days just going down the rabbit hole just on Aliexpress, going through every category, just really taking my time brainstorming, trying to figure out what type of store I want to set up. And that's another reason why I haven't really gotten into building a Shopify store with you guys yet, just because I really want to hone in on the product research thing, because like I said earlier, you really want to find the right niche, the right products before you even think about building your storefront, because the storefront's easy. I mean, I'll show you in a later video how you can set that up. I mean, you can get that thing set up in a day and have all your products loaded up. So this is really the back end work. It's going to take a lot of time, and this is where you want to get it right. So definitely spend a lot of time on this. You can also click on hot products here. You can just see what the hot products are in general. So, I mean, we've got these watches here. It seems like a lot of people are kind of getting into that. I don't know if that's going to be the best product to go with, but I mean, like I said, this is just to kind of get ideas. Looks like these like steampunk sort of vintage glasses are coming back. I've been seeing a lot of that. So, I mean, I would look into, I mean, if you guys are into that, look into like steampunk, vintage, that sort of thing. It seems to be a little trending thing right now. And I'll go over trending products in another video. Just because a product is a top product doesn't mean you want to necessarily invest in it. Great example of that were fidget spinners. I mean, if you were on the beginning end of that trend, you were golden. But I mean, you don't want to jump in on a trend after it's saturated. I mean, at the beginning, fidget spinners were in high demand. And then, those things are so cheap to manufacture. Everyone was jumping in on that and trying to sell those. And the supply was just so saturated, and that just kind of fizzled off. So we'll go over more about trends in another future video. So that's basically all that I wanted to go over for today, to kind of give you guys more of an idea of how to go about doing some product research through Aliexpress. I'm going to do a couple more videos on product research because like I said, I can't really put it into perspective how important it is. So we're going to do a couple more videos on product research because you guys really need to put it, I would say at least minimum, give it a week. Really dedicate yourself 2-3 hours per night. Give up your Netflix time, give up whatever series you're watching. I know it can be tempting to get on that, but focus, dedicate your time 2 to 3 hours per night or per day, whenever you have time. Just do product research. If you're serious about this business, if you want to become financially free, then make a time slot every day where this is all you're going to be doing, just product research, every single day. It's not that hard to do. You'll get better at it, and follow my videos. I'll show you every step of the way how you can start making your first success on a product with a Shopify store. It's very easy. It's not rocket science. You just have to know what you're doing. I mean, knowledge is power. You can spend all the time in the world trying to figure it out yourself, but I don't want you guys to become unmotivated, because I know when I first started out, it was very discouraging not knowing what to do. There's a lot of information out there. So if you just follow these steps, if you follow someone who's been there, done that, having success with it, then you're going to be successful too. I mean, it's just a simple blueprint, copy and paste. You do what they've done and you're going to have the same success. So I also have a free ebook in the description below where a little blueprint on A through Z, what it's going to take to set up a successful dropshipping Shopify business. So if you're interested in that, that's in the description below. Just click that. It's 100% free for you guys. I also have the little actionable steps guide that you're going to want to take when you're first starting out. I'm also going to link in the description below to the video that I posted before on the Aliexpress product research part 1. I guess we'll call it part 1 that I did the other day. So definitely check that out, because I shared some other tips on there. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Give it a like, a thumbs up. Comment below if you have any questions or if there's any future videos that you'd like me to go over. With that being said, guys, until the next video, happy Shopify.